Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. So today I have another Aldi Huntington home candle video for you guys. This week, Aldi released a new candle collection. They did call this the Travel Candle Collection. The price point on these candles were $3.99. Depending on your location, they either released on this past Sunday or they released on Wednesday. My particular location releases on Wednesday, so I was fortunate enough to have a friend go and pick these up for me. As I always do work on Wednesdays, and by the time I get off work, these are generally sold out. I will be smelling these completely blindly, as I did not get the chance to pick these up at the store myself, so I did not smell them. As always, I do pick up one of each scent from the collection. That way I can go ahead and review the fragrances for you guys. So these are soy blend scented candles. Like I said, $3.99 each. And these ones in particular were 10 ounces. I was a little bit disappointed by the size of these, as traditionally the Aldi 3-wick candles are 14.5 ounces. They will be having some 14.5 ounce candles next week. They are a little bit elevated in price at $4.99. And they do appear to be 2 wicks and not 3 wicks. Most likely I will be picking those up for review as well. So definitely stay tuned next Wednesday to see if I pick those up and review those candles for you guys. So let me jump in and get started. That way we can go ahead and go through these candles. So I'm going to start right here. These do have cork tops on them. I will say that I do not like the cork tops on these candles. I definitely like when they have an actual lid. Personally, I will not be storing these candles. I definitely will be using them up right away, because I don't think that they can stay the freshest because the lid just does not lock in place to retain that fragrance. So most likely you guys will see these in my empties this month, which is good for you guys because that's a quick turnaround for a review. The cork on these was also super cheap and is falling apart on some of them. If you guys want to repurpose, you definitely could repurpose by possibly using them for a coaster. They will absorb fluids if you have like cans that are perspiring and so forth. But honestly, I'm going to toss these. Not a fan at all. So, like I said, these are a little bit smaller than the 14.5 ounces. They are 10 ounces. The first scent I have here is the Soy Blend Scented Candle, Forbidden City, Beijing, Bamboo, and Lotus. So let me go ahead and take a sniff of this one and let you guys know what I think of this one. So before I go into explaining, let's go ahead and take a look at the wicks. So the wicks do seem kind of centered closely together, but I am appreciative that it is a 3-wick, so these should pull out pretty well. Like I said, I will have these most likely reviewed this month, so I will definitely let you know how the performance was. Classic white colored wax. So now back to the fragrance. So Bamboo and Lotus, I definitely feel like this has very, very strong woody notes. I definitely feel like the Bamboo overpowers the Lotus. I don't feel like I really get any floral undertones in there. Super, super woody, almost cedary, I would say. Definitely lends itself to be masculine. Don't get me wrong, I like masculine candles. I love Bath & Body Works mahogany teak wood, but this one just kind of is a little bit of like a dated older man smell. Now my thoughts could definitely change on that once I burn it, but so far not very impressed. So moving on to the next one, and this is what I mean. See, the cork tops are like falling apart. That's why I just want to melt these and that kind of stuff. I definitely feel like this was a very lackluster collection. Just between the size, the scents, and the actual, lack of better words, like product detail, I guess you would say. Like the overall appearance of these candles, like with cork, just not thrilled. So the scent description on this one is Amalfi Coast, Italy, sea salt and rain lily. So I definitely thought that this would be one of my top contenders. I did not think that this would be my number one. I thought that this would probably be my number two. As always, I will rate these candles at the end of my video. So let me go ahead once again and take a sniff. Classic white wax on this one, white wax on all of these, no colored wax at all. So I definitely feel like I get the sea salt in there. I definitely feel like, yes, this is a fresh scent. It's kind of giving me like ocean waves vibes, like salty ocean air type vibes, which is on point for the actual name of the candle. So I do think that the scent matches very, very well for what the candle is called. But I also feel that it's a little bit generic smelling. It kind of reminds me of, I don't want to say the Dial hand soap, but the soft soap hand soap that you like get at like Target, Walmart type stuff. Just generic hand soap smelling scent. Not necessarily a bad thing. I definitely think that this is better than the Beijing candle. So let's go ahead and set that one aside and move on to the next one. The next one is Garden of the Gods, Colorado. So I was definitely surprised that a lot of these were like internationally themed, whereas then we get blindsided by a state-based one of Colorado. The scent description of this one is cedar leaf and wood smoke. So once again, let's pop that cork lid off. As you can tell, these cork lids do not seal well. You could definitely pull them off easy. So I'm going to set that candle down while I set the cork aside. Frosted green jar on this one, depicting a mountain. And once again, I definitely feel that this scent kind of fits its namesake. I definitely feel like I get the cedar in there, but I feel like I get almost like a cinnamon undertone in there, which is a little bit weird. But I like it. I honestly thought that this would be the candle that I liked the least. I thought that this would be very masculine, very woody, a little bit on the smoky and stinky side. I definitely do not get any smoky notes in this one, but I'm not disappointed by that because, like I said, I feel like I get a blend of cinnamon and cedar. It kind of smells a little bit holiday-esque. Like, you know how around Christmas time and people love to burn pine scents? I definitely think that this is a good fall winter fragrance here. But once again, I'm just not hanging on those candles these candles that long, especially considering that we will be moving soon. I have packed all my candles that are going to the new house and left a certain amount to use up here until we move. These will definitely be joining that crowd. So last but not least, just reading the scent descriptions on the Aldi website, not really scent descriptions, but names, I thought that this one would be my favorite. I know I'm going to butcher the name on this one. So this one's in the orange container, and this is the Iguazu Falls, Argentina, Midnight Orchid, and Nectarine. If you guys watch me on the regular, you guys know I absolutely love a good floral scent. I love the smell of nectarine, so I automatically thought fruity floral on this fragrance. And I will just say, this one really just did not fit that bill. So let me go ahead and set it down, pull off that cork top. Sorry if you see a little bit of a mess in my background. My dog is all cuddled up in blankets on the floor. He's been super cold and I feel bad for him. He's almost 15 and all he does is sleep and stay cuddled up in blankets. So Midnight Orchid and Nectarine. I definitely feel like I get like a very dark fragrance in there. I feel like it lends itself to be a little bit on the fresh side, so like a dark fresh scent, if that makes sense. Kind of on the perfumey side, I guess you would get that from the Midnight Orchid. I don't really get any sweet fruity notes in there. So this one is definitely hard to explain. So let's go ahead and take some time to actually rate these. So originally when I ended up picking these up, I thought that this would be my number one and this would be my least favorite. And the other two would just be, whatever. Honestly, this one here, the Garden of the Gods Colorado, is my absolute favorite. Number one. My number two would be the Iguazu Falls, Argentina. My number three would be the Amalfi Coast Sea Salt and Rain. My least favorite of the bunch is the Forbidden City Beijing. So that is my number four. Honestly, if I did not review these for you, I would have left all four on the shelf. I don't think that they're special. I don't feel like they're unique. Yes, they're cheap candles, and I enjoy having candles to burn, but I rather waited for a better collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye, everyone.